So this is the run command. So you can see run usually here, right? So here I put a diskmgmt.msc. This is a one of the run command. Let it open. Okay, so if you see in a disk 0, right click, you can see convert into MBR in a gray mode. Okay, this meaning is it is already GPT partition. It is already GPT, and you can see this is the primary partition. Other one more partition is there. It is not showing here. It is maybe hidden thing, but one two partitions are showing. This is a C drive. One, but I want more. I want a space for a storing my data. Okay, I don't want to store in a C drive. I want to store in a D drive or E drive or F drive. So how to get that partition? I don't have any extra drives, right? So I've taken 60 GB. I completely use for a 60 GB. But if you take from Vista, Windows 7, Windows 8 onwards, we got a feature. If you install, you take a 1 terabyte of disk and you install operating system in 1 terabyte, and later you realize you want a 500 GB extra separate space, or maybe 800 GB separate space. You can take it from your C drive. How to take it? So right click on C drive. You can find shrink volume. Okay, you can find shrink volume. So whenever you click the shrink volume, so it queries first how much volume it is actually is there, how much volume it is already occupied. Okay, how much value we can able to take as a shrink. First it will calculate and it will tell you how much space you can get able to shrink it, like this. So it is showing almost 45 GB, around 45 GB. You can able to shrink it. So total is a 60 GB disk. Okay, this disk is around 59.45 GB, and this is around 45 GB. It is showing here 46,114,46116 MB. It is. So I want only 20 GB from it. 20480. What is 20 GB? 20480. Then I will, once I click on a shrink, automatically the volume will be shrink. So you can see total size before you shrink. So totally 60 GB. Size of available shrink space. So this much you can able to shrink it. And but I am taking only 20 GB from it. Enter amount of space to shrink in MBs. In MBs only. So 20 GB. So 2048 means 20. 2048 means 2 GB. 0 means 20 GB, right? So 2048 means 2 GB. So 0 means 20 GB. Total shrink after addition. So how much you still space available, like availability space. If you are not getting shrinking, like you are not getting that much amount, you have to do defragmentation. You have to do defragmentation. So if you once I click on shrink, it will be shrink. But I'm going to cancel now. I'm closing this one because I want to repeat this point again. Windows R. So I get the run command, and if you see, it is a diskmgmt.msc. Okay, I'm going to diskmgmt.msc. Okay, and go to C drive. Right click, shrink volume. Now it is showing how much amount you can able to shrink. I want only 20 GB only. Okay, I put a 20 GB in a MBs format 20480 shrink. Now I got a 40 GB separate disk and 20 GB unallocated space. 20 GB unallocated space. Okay, so this one I can convert into a drive. For example, I don't want entire 20 GB. I want 1010. So what to do? Right click, create a simple volume. Okay, create a simple volume. Next, here it is showing a, simple volume, how much space you want to create a drive. I want to create a 10 GB only, 10240. I want to create 10 GB only. Next, which letter you want to assign? It is by default showing E because already this is C, DVD drive D, and this is become E. You don't like it, then you can change it to F drive or G drive, like that. Okay, G drive. These options are a mounting options. These options are related to mounting options, like empty drive mounting. Without a letter also we can able to do it. E drive. Next, what format? File systems 32, FAT32 or NTFS. Generally we are using NTFS only. FAT is a old style format. NTFS has one features over a FAT, so we are using NTFS format only. And this is a check mark. Perform a quick format means 10 GB, right? It will take time normally, but quick format means quickly it will finish the formatting. Okay, so no need to do anything, just simply go. Otherwise, you can go to each and every option. You can change this thing also, or you want to put a label, you can put a label also. Okay, I put a label. It's a 10 GB disk. Okay, I put a label. I will use caps. Okay, anything like music, videos, personal, OS, virtual machines. You can put anything. Depends upon what use. So you can easily identify. Next, finish. Now it is formatting. Formation is completed. Now this is a 10 GB space E drive. What about this one? This is unallocated. This is unallocated. If you want to use it, just right click, open. You can see this is the E drive. Nothing. There is a file system. Like there is nothing. Just if you want to create a files or pictures, you want to put it, you can put it. Okay. Something file. I'm going to this PC. See, this is a 10 GB file. Sorry, 10 GB disk. This is C drive. So if you go to the C drive, right click and properties, the empty space. See, it is occupied almost 14.3 GB already. Okay. I don't want to mix the things, but so understand the drive. Now this is another unallocated GB, another 10 GB. Go to simple volume. I want to create only 4 GB 4096. Next, no, finish. That's it. Now it is a 4 GB F drive. So F is not there, so now it is F drive is there. Notification is also came up. Okay, so 4 GB drive. This is 10 GB drive, 4 GB drive, 6 GB unallocated. 6 GB unallocated. Now later I realize 4 GB is not enough. I want 5 GB. I want 5 GB. So how can I make it this one as a 5 GB? I have to take it from here. So this is unallocated space. If you have an allocated space adjacent to it, you can able to add to it. We can add from here to here. Okay, so how to add it? So go to F drive, right click, extend the volume. Extend volume. Okay, so click on extend volume. How much extend volume, from where you want to take it. So no extra volume here. This is only one disk. So we have a 6 GB is available, and I want to take 1024. I want 1 GB only. Next, finish. Now this is become 5 GB. Have you seen? Earlier it is a 4 GB. Now I have a 5 GB. Earlier it is 6 GB. Now it is 5 GB. It means 1 GB is added here. The size is increased. Okay. Here I have a 10 GB. I want 12 GB, not 10 GB. I want 12 GB. Now I want to take 2 GB from here to here. Right click. Where is extend volume? Nothing. See, it is grayed. If it is showing in a black color, option is available. If it is showing in like this gray color, option is not available. See, it cannot be extended. It means it must be in a adjacent. It must be in a adjacent. So understand that one. It must be in adjacent and must be in this side only. You cannot add from here to here also. So I will shrink this volume to show you an example. This is 10 GB, right? So I'm shrinking 10 GB volume. Shrink 2048. Just 2 GB I want to shrink. Shrink. See, this is 8 GB, 2 GB, 5 GB, and 5 GB unallocated. See, 2 GB unallocated, 5 GB allocated. This is here only. The disk is based on the traction sector wise only, not just something random. Okay. For example, I'm going to F drive. I want to add one more GB from here. So right click, extended volume. Next, can you see it is showing only 5 GB part only, not 2 GB thing. Totally 7 GB is there, no? 2 GB plus 5 GB, 7 GB is there, or 5 plus 2, both are should be shown. It's not showing because we can't add from here to here. We can't add from here to here, but we can add from here to here because the unallocated partition should be adjacent and as well as it should be in this side only. We cannot add this one to here. If you want to add this one to here, yeah, I have to delete this volume and make it like a total 7 GB. Okay, so I have to delete this one and I can add both the things. For example, this is having a data. We can't do it because we have to delete the data also, or maybe we have to transfer the data into some other location, then we can able to add it. Understand? If F drive contains data, transfer the data into some other location, add these two things, delete the volume, add it and restore it. Okay, so that is, but we can add this 2 GB to here. So we'll see 8 GB, right click, extended volume is open now because unallocated partition is adjacent. Extended. Next, it is showing only 2 GB, not that 5 GB, only 2 GB can able to add it. I'm adding it. So what will happen? Now I have a E drive, F drive. This is 5 GB, this is 4 GB, and this is unallocated partition. That's it. If you want to create a volume for this one, you can able to create volume also. Guys, if you are observed, it is more than a 3 volumes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 primary partitions are there. Primary partitions are there. All are blue in color. What is that meaning? It is in a GPT 128 partitions we can able to make it. So this is how we can able to create a disk. Okay, if you want to create for this one also, we can create it. No problem. Okay, we can delete the volumes and all. This is the disk management. If you want to do with the CMD, then press the Windows button, type CMD in Cortana or search. You can find CMD, right click, run as an administrator. Okay, you have to run CMD, run as an administrator. Yes, this is run as administrator. When you open a CMD, normally C colon user, sorry, C colon slash user slash your username will come up. But when you open run as administrator, it shows administrator C colon slash Windows slash system 32. Okay, because you are run as administrator. Disk part. The command is disk part. So now disk part is open. List disk. Now it is showing what disk number. By default, first disk is showing as a disk 0. If you have a multiple disk, then it will show disk 1, disk 2, disk 3 like that. Disk 0, first disk, online 60 GB disk, free space is this one, and this is a GPT. Okay, you have to select the disk. First select the disk. With the disk 0 I'm selecting, because one disk only there. So select the disk. So I'm to do this one only. Okay, now list volumes. So it is a spelling is wrong, so not volumes, volume. These are the volumes in my disk. So can you see? So this is the different volumes are there. This is a D drive, my disk. Okay, volume C is a main partition. E is a 10 GB disk. Okay, the current size is 9 GB. Actually 10 GB it is. F drive is 5 GB and recovery 450 MB. Okay, and 5 is a fat volume 99 MB LG system. Okay, it is not showing unallocated 5 GB part, because not these are not having labels and all, that's why. Otherwise list partition. So as per the partition this thing. Okay, so you have to select the particular volume, and we have to select the disk, and we have to find where is your partition, and we have to create required volume on it. That's it. Okay, but I'm not doing anything in this one. Exit. So and exit. So close that one. So this is about your partitioning the disk. Okay, how to do partitioning again. So I went to the disk management, first one only. Okay, then okay, so practically is quite easy. So I right click on C drive, shrink the volume. I took 20 GB from the 60 GB. Okay, so it's around 46 GB is a free. So I took only 20 GB, and out of 20 GB unallocated, I created 10 GB disk, and then I created out of 10 GB unallocated, I created a 5 GB disk. And when I creating the disk, I make that one as NTFS disk only. Okay, we'll go again. Okay, so here I make this one as a NTFS, but here I want to do some fat also. So 2048. Okay, G drive. Okay, no problem. So I'm selecting fat 32. So because it's a 4 GB, it both shows fat and fat 32, but I'm selecting fat 32, whatever it is. Guys, remember, there is a limit of fat, and fat 32 is there. I'm right here. If you want to take fat, so it should be take less than 4 GB, 4 GB size. Okay, less than 4 GB size. Fat 32, disk size support only 32 GB, less than 32 GB, like 31, 31 point, like 32, up to 32. That's it. NTFS more than, it's a common, anything you can take in NTFS, like up to 2 terabytes is there earlier. Now it is supporting more than 2 terabytes. Okay, NTFS support up to 2 terabytes, up to 2 terabytes. Now more than 2 terabytes also, 2 terabyte or more than 2 terabyte. It depends upon version of NTFS. Operating system versions are changes, NTFS versions also changes. So be careful. So I took 2 GB, right? So that's why it is showing both the options. If I take 4 GB, then it will show only this option. Okay. So this is my 2 GB fat drive. I'm going to my Explorer. See, this is a 10 GB disk. This is 5 GB disk, and this is 2 GB disk. So I'm going to compare between these two disks. First one, F drive. I'm right click, properties, properties. Can you see general tab is there, tools, hardware, sharing, security, ready boost, previous version, quota, customize. These are the tabs. Okay, I'll keep it aside. Then I'm going to G drive, right click, properties. Okay, you have to click on G drive, then properties. Then this is also G drive property. I minimize the backside window. Now I want to compare with one. Guys, can you able to see any difference you find from this F drive NTFS to G drive FAT? What is missing in a G drive compare with the F drive? What is missing? What are the things are missing? Anybody see and try.
Quota.
Quota option is
Quota is not there, right? Very good. Quota is here. Quota is not here. Any other things? Tools are there. Yes. Hardware is there. Yes. Sharing is there.
security.
Security. Yes. Security is missing. Security is missing. Ready boost. Yes. Ready boost. Previous version. Previous version. Customize. Customize. Quota. So two things are missing. Very good. So you can understand NTFS having a security and quota. Two things we got it. Next, I'm going to Z drive. So this is a Z drive. Right click. This is a fat drive. So I'm going to file. Right click. Right click on the file. So you have to select the file. Means you have to click the file. Then only right click. Now, if you see the file name here. So this is a file name DC. You can see file name and touch document. Then only it is a properties. DC properties. Sometimes people is in a hurry, so they think they are click, but they click like this. It is G drive properties, not these properties. So be careful while you do the practicals. Next, we are going to do that one. DC properties. You can find details previous version. Okay, details previous version, general tab, and there is a advance is there. Right click on advance. File is ready for archiving. Allow this file to contain index. So this is a disable mode. This is in disable, and this is compress. Compress also disabled. This is encrypted. Encryption is there because it's a Windows 10 encryption possibility in a fact. Okay, encryption is possible in a Windows 10. In generally, this is also in a disable mode. Only file for archiving is there. Normally, if you take XP 2003 type, so you don't find a advanced button in a fat file system. Okay, so this is a file in fat. What about file in a NTFS? I'm going to F drive, so I put some name, click on it, then right click. Can you see security option is there here? So in a fat only general details previous, but here we can find security. Next, I went to general advanced. See, this option is open. Okay, so indexed option. Compress is also open. Of course, encryption is also there. Okay, so this is the difference between fat and NTFSs. So I'm going to my normal text file here. So difference between fat and NTFS. Instead of saying instead of saying a difference between FAT and NTFS, of course, there is a lot of differences also there. Like FAT support up to 32 GB. Okay, NTFS support 2 terabyte and more than 2 terabyte also. Depends upon version of NTFS. Next, FAT cannot hold big files like a 1 GB, 2 GB. One single file it cannot put it. Like example, you downloaded Windows 10, right? You downloaded Windows 10. The size of the Windows 10 is almost 4 GB. Okay, size of the Windows 10 is almost like 4 GB, around more than 4 GB, right? If you try to put that one into FAT partition, it cannot store because the very big file. But NTFS can store very big files, and operating system files only stores in NTFS only, not in a FAT. So these are a few differences are there. But when it is come to the differences or anything, you should tell NTFS features. So already you observe what is that one? Quota is there. I know I can able to simply type it, but why I forget this quota thing? So 1 second. Yeah, yeah, right. Quota and security. Security quota, security, indexing, compress, encryption. Okay, these are the features of NTFS. Of course, in Windows 10 it is showing encryption option extra, but if you take older versions in a fact, it won't show encryption also. Okay, so these are the features of NTFS. You will get a disk quota, security, okay, indexing and compression and this one. So what is indexing? Indexing means when you try to search for a file, for example, let's see, so I'm searching for a file in a search box. Okay, I want a file meeting link. Okay, what name I put in meet link. So this is the file. This is the actual file. So what is that and where it is located? We can see that one. This is the file. Okay. Of course, that is the features of this search box also. But how it will can able to search? Because indexing. You have a textbook and you want to search for a particular chapter. How do you search? Go to index, locate what is your chapter, find out the page number and go to the page number and we can get it, right? So that is indexing. So like that, your data in the drives get indexed, get indexed. So once it is indexed, obviously it is easy to search. Like this, like you can go to the PC. There is a search box is there, no? Search this PC type, or maybe you want to search in a particular drive. Maybe H drive. I want to search. I want to search for a particular file in this one. Then I can able to search here. Okay. So like that. So how it we can able to give the search part? Because of indexing. Next, compress. Compress is we are not using compress nowadays, but earlier days data is used, disk sizes are small. Earlier days 40 GB days, 80 GB days like that. So data is used and the disk is very small. So NTFS has a feature like a compression feature. It compress the data, so then we will get a more space in the disk. We can put the data in that one. So usually, I don't prefer compress your data part, but if in case you don't have any other alternate drive, but still you have a drive space is required, then you can compress the data. Okay. Hmm. Then what is quota? Then we can see one by one from here. Here I want to give an example. For example, I have a 100 GB disk. I have a 100 GB disk. I'm utilizing this 100 GB disk. Okay. Now, student one is a user is utilizing main administrator using 100 GB disk. Just for example, when a big brother or a big sister, like they got a laptop or desktop, so first time system, and the brother or a sister, usually little brothers, not big brothers. Okay, usually young brothers. Okay, elders are normally they use it, but young brothers what they do, they take it space and that collect all the data. They keep on downloading the data, or maybe collect the data from others, like collecting the movies, games, and all. They keep on putting into this 100 GB disk. What happen? The space will be occupied. This is a lot of space, right? 100 GB disk is there, but within 2 3 days it is got occupied. Why? Because of this data. Now I want to limit that user. I want to limit this user. So I created another account for him, and what I done, he can use up to 20 GB space out of 100 GB. Actual space is 100 GB only, but I given only 20 GB. So he can fill up to 20 GB. He cannot put more than 20 GB. Okay, he can view the existing data, but he cannot able to access the more than 20 GB. He cannot able to access the more than his space. So this is the practical we are going to do it. So here we have a 10 GB disk. In a 10 GB disk, I want to create a quota is a 2 GB only. So out of student 1 can able to access 10 GB, student 2 can able to access 2 GB only. First we do that one. Okay. Then we'll see the security and encryption. So we'll going to create a disk quota. So how to create a disk quota? So going to virtual machine, close. I'm closing everything, and so I can open from starting. Okay, that's it. Now this is the Explorer. You can use Windows E to open this one. Okay, for example, Windows E. So Explorer will automatically open. So you need to go to use the mouse also. Otherwise, click here. Automatically it will open. On my screen, I didn't put any this PC kind of stuff. If I want, I can put it, but I like it this way. So can you see this E drive? E drive is a 10 GB disk. Now student 1. So I log in with the student 1. So if you see, I am logging as the student 1. Student 1 is a administrator of this PC. So I am creating a rule. Student 2 cannot access entire 10 GB. So student 2 can't access the entire 10 GB. He can access only up to 2 GB in the 10 GB disk. Have you seen this is a 10 GB, and this is the 10 GB space, and this is a already one file is created. Okay, this is the 10 GB. Now click on this E drive. Just click on the E drive. Right click. Okay, right click. Go to properties. Okay, so E drive. Right click. Properties. This is the drive properties. Can you see the quota? This is quota. Click on quota. Show quota settings. Okay, you can read this thing also. Show quota settings. Now enable quota management. Select enable quota management. Second one also, deny disk space to use exceeded quota limit. So if you want to see a little bit like this, okay, so select 1 and 2. If you want to logs for this one, then you can able to select this one. If you don't want logs, you can unselect this one also. I put a logs, no problem. Then you have to go to quota entries. This is the quota entry. No need to do anything here. Just select first one, then select the second one, If you want, select these two things, no problem. Okay. If you don't select also, no problem. If you want logs, then we have to select uh, quota entries. So select quota entries, then new quota entry, then to whom you want to put it, student 2. Okay, other check names, automatically it will come. Okay, if you got a doubt what name you want to put it, so go to advanced, click on find now. You can click on find now, then select student 2, click OK, you will get it. Then click OK. Okay, click OK. Then select disk limit space. Select GB, 2 GB disk, and warning level. So he's about to cross the space. Like I put a 1.8 GB. Okay, that is called actually 80% we have to warning level. 80%. This is 90%. 1.6. If user is student to already completed 1.6, then immediately warning level will be generated. You are about to cross your limit. Okay. For example, you are giving 20 GB and you given a limit is 16 GB. So you are about to cross the limit. So 16 GB is completed. Then automatically send a warning. You are already crossed the limit. So please reduce the data because 2 GB is a high total one. So you can put up to 2 GB, but limit warning. So it will pre-warning before you it is. So click OK. Then automatically data is created. But I'm not doing that one. I will do it again. So cancel, close, close, close again. Okay. So guys, I'm going again. So this is my Explorer, this PC. This is 10 GB. Right click, properties. Okay. Disk quota, show quota settings. Select the first one, and remaining will be enabled. So select the second one. Okay. If you want, you can select this one. Otherwise, no problem. Select quota entries here. Then a window will be open. Quota entry for 10 GB disk E. This is the name I put it. That's it. And here new quota entry. You can from here also you can see new quota entry, or you can see new quota entry like this. New quota entry. Okay. Click on advanced. Find now. You can find student 2. Click OK. OK. Limit. Changing to 2 GB. Then to 2 GB. I giving 80% as normal usage. If you cross 80%, then automatically generate a warning. So user can get 2 GB. 1.6 is the warning level only. That's it. Click OK. Now it is created. Can you see this one? It is created. You can delete it later by right clicking on it. So you can delete it also. But don't delete now. So we leave it like that. Close it and come to here. Apply. Now it is showing warning. Click OK. OK. Then OK. So are you seeing this is a 10 GB, right? Very good. Close it. And I'm going to sign out from student 1. I'm going to sign in with the student 2. I'm going to sign out. So sign out is always like not only closing the current application. So whatever the thing is open, that will be closed. Okay. Unsaved data is deleted. Unsaved data will be limited when you are sign out. application anything is open, that is also closed. User related services also will be closed. Okay, but also if something you made any changes and the sign out only, it can be applicable, like a desktop volume wallpaper changes. Okay, policies. I'm going to student 2. I didn't put any password for student 2. It's a normal user only, right? Standard user. Okay. Now I'm going to explore, and also I'm going to magnify it. Okay. This PC. So can you see this is a 2 GB. Actually it is a 10 GB disk. Okay. Now it is become 2 GB. I'm going to properties of it. Okay. Okay. Now this is a 2 GB. Actually it is a 10 GB disk, but it is showing 2 GB for this student 2. Okay. But you cannot alter this one, so you need a right. See, it is asking student 1 password. I don't know student 1 password. Just for example here. Okay, this is 2 GB. So for student 1 it is a 10 GB, for student 2 it is a 2 GB only. I can open the disk, yes. I can see the data, but I can't store more than 2 GB data in this one. That's it. Again I'm sign out. I'm signing out from student 2. I'm signing in with the student 1. So most of the practical you don't switch it, just sign out and sign in only. This is student 2. Now I'm selecting student 1, and student 1 has a password. Login. Okay, so here we verify. Better to verify. This is 10 GB only. Okay, this is 10 GB only. That's it. Okay.